Good evening, one and all. We're going to do a quiz, actually, a series of quizzes. And yeah, this is something I've been meaning to do for a while. I thought no time like the present, so let's, get everything set up. I'll run through these quizzes and, hopefully people enjoy watching me do it. Maybe not. Why would you? I'm just some random guy clicking countries on a screen. Some of you may be familiar with the sort of concept of these erase the country quizzes on sporcle.com, great website. Um, Essentially, you'll get given a name of a country at the top, like Romania here, and the objective is just to click the correct country. It's not rocket science. I'm just going to get kicked off because otherwise we'll be here all day. But I suppose there's quite a few of these quizzes to get through. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't practiced this extensively beforehand. So you'll see that actually I kind of know my way around a little bit. Um, my objective really is to get through as much of this as possible without making too many mistakes. I'm going to go through all of them. There's 12 in total. Going to try and do as many as I possibly can without making errors. I don't know how feasible that is, I'll be honest with you. Um, it's certainly challenging, that's for sure. It's certainly challenging. So it already sort of gets challenging because the countries disappear as we go along, and then you've got to sort of make a judgment based on the bits of the world you can't see. Yeah, so it gets harder as we go through, basically, which is lovely. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm doing okay so far. No major disasters. I think what I'll try and do is sort of explain how I've come to learn these things as and memorize these things as we go through. So Europe, obviously pretty close to home, a little bit easier than some of the other continents that we'll see coming up soon. Hopefully the methods I've used to remember some of these aren't offensive to anybody. They are often overly simplifying elements of the name, not necessarily anything to do with the country itself. So that's my sort of get out at the moment. It looks like we're going to get through this one unscathed. Don't want to speak too soon though. So Serbia here, right next to Croatia. Greece at the bottom. Luxembourg has to be that one. Cyprus has to be this one. Croatia is this sort of weird kind of jewel-like looking country. Malta right at the bottom here, and then Slovakia. So that's number one done. Europe. We move on to the next. Like I said, we don't want to be here all day. I think my objective was to just continue to do this. So this is slightly different. We're doing US states now, which some people know, some people don't. I didn't until I started practicing this. Now I do, and hopefully I should be able to come through this one also unscathed. Fairly confident. But yeah, Missouri, yes, this one I think. Famous for Ozark, great TV series. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get through this with relatively few errors, but it's easier said than done. It's very easy to misclick. It's also very easy to just stop concentrating, especially when you're trying to talk at the same time. West Virginia, Arkansas, California, easy one. Montana, Connecticut, it's got to be here, right? New Jersey, yeah, so far so good. No major mistakes. Nebraska now. These countries over here I had a huge challenge with when I was first learning this because they're just all squares. It's very difficult to sort of tell between them without, and especially when they start to disappear, the relationships between each one become slightly blurred. So it gets even more challenging. Colorado, pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, South Carolina over here. Tennessee. It's the flat one. I always remember Tennessee as being this sort of flat plate-like state. Iowa. It's this sort of one here. North Carolina. I don't actually propose claim to sort of know anything about these states. I just know where they are. That's basically it. You'll find that I only have a very superficial knowledge of what I'm actually clicking on there. Wisconsin, pretty sure it's that one. Yep. Hawaii, Virginia. Take me home, country roads. Florida, yeah, easy. Texas, easy. South Dakota, must be that one, right? Maryland, Pennsylvania, Kentucky. This is sort of one that looks like a piece of fried chicken. It's easy to remember. Georgia, down here. Washington, way up here. New Hampshire, this sort of pyramid-looking one here. North Dakota, obviously that. Alaska, obviously that. Utah, there. Nevada, there. Maine, there. Delaware. Easy. Okay, 2 out of 2. No mistakes so far. So far, so good. Now it gets a little bit harder. Asia, very diverse continent, as are all the continents in their own way. Mongolia, Sri Lanka, pretty sure that's you. Qatar, now this is a tricky one because Qatar and Bahrain are here right next to each other. I always click on the wrong one. I'm pretty sure Qatar's the bottom one. Yep. Singapore, Israel, so that's sort of on the side here. Need to be careful not to accidentally click Palestine or Lebanon. Myanmar here, North Korea, Azerbaijan, pretty sure that's you. Russia, got to get that one right. UAE. I realize I haven't really been telling you how I came to memorize these. It's probably more useful for me to do that when we get to the second phase of this, which is a lot harder, which is when I have to click on the countries based on their capital city. That's the bit that took a while. This wasn't too challenging. So here we go, Thailand. I find this little knot of countries down here a little bit challenging at times, but I think we're okay. Yemen, Iraq, it's you. Laos, it's you. Armenia, it's a tiny little country next to Turkey, which has now disappeared, so I think that's you. Vietnam, Bahrain, it's you. Syria, you. Iran, you. Uzbekistan. Now the Stan countries sort of in the knot here. Apologies if you're from any of the Stan countries. I suspect not. Why would you be watching me? But I just find them to all be very similar. Pretty sure this is Uzbekistan. Yep, Bhutan, that's up in the mountains here. Bangladesh here next to India. Maldives down here. Turkmenistan, I remember this because it's the one that's nearest to Turkey. Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Jordan, that's this. South Korea, now detached from the continent. Malaysia, that's this one down here. Timor-Leste, no, I don't know anything about Timor-Leste, I just know this down here. Cambodia, Taiwan, Georgia, would be attached to Russia, somewhere sort of between Russia and Turkey. Here, India, China, Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, Palestine. I'm pretty sure that's Lebanon, so we'll go for this. Now this is a challenge. Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. Pretty sure that's Tajikistan. Absolute bonza. Lebanon and Brunei. Whew, okay, so far so good. We move on to the next. And as you can see, this is the Americas, and very challenging just because of all of the islands. Guatemala, Cuba, fairly straightforward so far. Panama, that's the one with the canal. Barbados, that's the one sort of off to the side here. Uruguay, at the bottom of Brazil. Bolivia, yeah. Argentina. I'm just being really careful now because I'm aware I'm sort of 4 quizzes in. I haven't made a mistake yet. Don't want to make any now. Dominican Republic. Supposed to go there on holiday until this all kicked off. I'm pretty sure it's St. Vincent and the Grenadines are here. There we go. Suriname, that's you. Bahamas, that's you. Paraguay, that's you. USA, should be able to get that given I can get all the states. Honduras, Pretty sure is this one. Venezuela. Always click on Colombia by accident. Venezuela is this one. Belize. It's this tiny one here. El Salvador, again, another small one. St. Kitts and Nevis, another challenging one. Pretty sure that's you. Yep, Brazil. Mexico. Trinidad and Tobago, this very elaborate shaped set of islands down here. Archipelago, or whatever you call a set of 2 islands. Nicaragua. Now, this is a little bit challenging. I think that's Costa Rica. So, Nicaragua, yep. Grenada. Grenada. How do you pronounce it? Answer on a postcard. I think it's this one. Ecuador. Jamaica. That's this. Dominica. That's this. Haiti. This. Costa Rica, yeah. That's you. Antigua and Barbuda up here. St. Lucia in the middle. Canada should get that. Colombia, again, that should be fine. Peru, Guyana, and that's it. We're done. Another one down, and we move on. Africa. This took me a while. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I had great knowledge of Africa before I started doing this. Okay, so Burundi and Rwanda are here, and I always click on the wrong ones because they're right next to each other and they're both very small. I think Burundi's the bottom one. Good call. Djibouti, Benin, Angola, beautiful country. Guinea is, oh, don't click on something by accident. You, South Sudan, you, Mozambique down here, Zimbabwe down here, Seychelles. Now this is another one that's challenging. Mauritius and the Seychelles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So the way I will remember this is Seychelles south. It's actually not the South Island. Seychelles is the North Island. Works every time. Sudan, Malawi. It's this one. Nigeria. It's this one. Rwanda. Again, yeah, that was this one. Lesotho in the middle of South Africa there. Botswana just above South Africa. Liberia here, bottom left. South Africa, Cameroon, Eswatini, small country there. Recently changed its name from Swaziland, I believe. Democratic Republic of Congo is you, probably the biggest of the lot. Kenya there, Tanzania there, Morocco there. The Gambia is this sort of slither of land here. Uganda there. Everything's getting a bit detached now. It gets quite challenging. Gabon there, Sao Tome there, Egypt. I don't know how entertaining this is. You're literally just watching me sit here and click and go there. It might get better as we sort of get onto the capital cities. Central African Republic, I'm pretty sure that's you. Yep, good call. Libya, Zambia, Republic of Congo, it's you. Ghana, it's definitely you. Mali, you. Mauritius, that's you. Ethiopia, one of the oldest civilizations in the world, I believe. Chad, Equatorial Guinea, small one here. Namibia, down here. Tunisia, there. Sierra Leone's round one here. Guinea-Bissau, there. Cabo Verde, there. Madagascar, easy one. Eritrea, Togo, Senegal, Somalia. I'm praying I don't make a mistake now. It would be tragic. Cote d'Ivoire, Niger, Algeria, and Mauritania. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So far so good. How long have we been running for now? Not quite sure. I think at some point, if people enjoy this, I might actually try speed running through these as quick as I possibly can. You can see now it's getting to sort of another level of ridiculousness. This is Oceania or Australia or whatever you call the continent these days. Tonga, pretty sure that's you. Yep, good call. Marshall Islands. Yep, Kiribati is apparently this huge distribution of islands here. Australia, Nauru is this tiny thing. Tuvalu, this sort of collection of 3 islands here. New Zealand, Micronesia, not so micro. Vanuatu, pretty sure that's you. Palau, Solomon Islands, Samoa, Fiji. Brilliant. Okay, so we've gone through every single country and every state of the USA and successfully clicked them without making a single mistake. I've not actually got this far before, I'll be honest with you, but now we take it to the next level. This is where it gets very, very challenging. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Here we go. Moscow. Well, nice easy one to start. Kiev. It's very easy because now I'm having to associate the capital with the country, then click on the country. There's two opportunities to make a mistake with each one. Rome, Italy, and now this makes it harder because all the little, countries that are around Italy. San Marino is this one, pretty sure. Warsaw, Poland. Helsinki, that's Finland. Brussels, Belgium. Riga, Latvia. It's sometimes difficult to sort of remember which order these three Baltic countries are in. Pretty sure Latvia is the middle one. Yeah, Bratislava, Slovakia. So you have Czechia here, Slovakia here, the old Czechoslovakia. That's sort of how I remember that one. Dublin, Ireland. Skopje, that's North Macedonia, previously FYR Macedonia, which I think is here. Yep, Oslo, Norway. Tallinn, that's Estonia, which is now up here. Copenhagen, Athens, Greece. Berlin, Germany. Zagreb. These capitals, for the most part, fairly familiar. Sarajevo, Bosnia. Prague, I'm pretty sure that is Czechia. Bucharest is Romania. Always get mixed up between Bucharest and Budapest when I'm not concentrating. Luxembourg is this one. Madrid, down here. Lisbon, here. Reykjavik, Vatican City, must be here. I don't even know how to pronounce this one, I'll be honest with you. I'm just going to make a meal of it. Ljubljana, Slovenia, there. Andorra la Vella, on the border of France down here. Amsterdam. I think when I'm too eager, I can sometimes get click between Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium wrong because they just look like sort of similar sized land masses. It's very easy to click on the wrong one by accident. Fortunately, not done that this time. Vienna, Austria, pretty sure you're there. Belgrade, you're Serbia. Oh, you see now it's getting difficult. Pretty sure that's Serbia. Ankara, Turkey. Minsk, Belarus. Tirana, that is Albania. Pristina's Kosovo. I always remember Kosovo's shape because it's on its flag. That makes it very easy. London. Vilnius is Lithuania. Budapest, Hungary, which is now, I'm pretty sure that's Bulgaria, so it must be this one. Sofia, yeah, Bulgaria. Vaduz is Liechtenstein's capital. Stockholm, Sweden. Nicosia, Cyprus. Monaco, down here. Bern, Switzerland. Valletta, Chisinau, that's Moldova. Podgorica, Montenegro. Paris, France. Excellent, okay. Whew. And yet we go on. Will we get all the way through? I have no idea. I've never done that before. I'll be very surprised. So, sorry about that. I had to put a cut in there. Dinner has arrived. I will be tucking into a burger very soon. Hopefully that will be reward for getting every single one of these right. And onto US state capitals. This is something I knew literally nothing about until last week. So, well, obviously you pick up a few of them as you go, but Madison's Wisconsin, which is you. Harrisburg is Pennsylvania. I remember that because anything that ends in Berg tends to be Pennsylvania. Maybe that's offensive, I don't know. Juneau, that's Alaska. Bismarck, North Dakota. I remember the Dakotas because they're both names. Bismarck, Pierre. Indianapolis, that's a fairly straightforward one. It's Indiana. Concord, that is New Hampshire. Tend to get mixed up between New Hampshire and Maine, but yeah, pretty confident on that one. Des Moines, Iowa. I don't know how I remember that one, probably just from getting it wrong a lot. Montpelier is Vermont. Salt Lake City, Utah. Providence, I think that's because it's like a tiny island. Well, it's not, yeah, it's kind of an island, Rhode Island. Columbia, now this is really, really sketchy because Ohio has the capital Columbus. Columbia is South Carolina. Fallen prey to that one a few times. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Austin, Texas. Fairly popular one. Sacramento, California. Another fairly popular one. Jackson, Mississippi. Another fairly popular one. Raleigh, North Carolina. Just make sure I don't accidentally click on Virginia. Topeka, Kansas. St. Paul, Minnesota. I remember that because I don't know, I just think it's up far north, so it's very cold. You might need to pray from time to time to, you know, get by. I don't know. Lincoln, Nebraska. This is probably like the last one I learned because it's just so nondescript. But pretty sure that's there. Springfield is Illinois. There, Columbus, as I said, Ohio. Albany, New York. Santa Fe, that's New Mexico, fairly straightforward. Richmond, Virginia, the bigger Virginia. Phoenix, Arizona. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Obviously has a big sort of French element to its culture, so it makes that fairly easy to remember. Olympia, way up here. Honolulu, way down here. Little Rock, that's Arkansas. Frankfort, that's Kentucky. Carson City, Nevada. Boston, Massachusetts. Hartford, Connecticut. Nashville, Tennessee. Helena, Montana. Jefferson City, Missouri. Boise, Idaho. Tallahassee, Florida. Almost on autopilot now. Now, I always accidentally misclick here. Montgomery is Alabama, but Mississippi's gone, which makes it easy to accidentally click on Georgia. But I'm pretty sure Alabama's that one. Dover. So obviously Dover, a place in the UK, but also a place in Delaware. Yeah, sort of makes sense to me, you know, being East Coast and naming things after where you've just come from. Augusta, pretty sure that's Maine up here. Salem, there. Charleston, West Virginia. Pierre, yep, talked about that one. Annapolis, Maryland. I don't know why I remember this. I think Annapolis sort of conjures like a sort of sprawling city image, and Maryland is sort of got this kind of sprawling geography about it. Quite interesting. Denver, Colorado is just a square. Lansing, Michigan. Atlanta, Georgia, fairly easy one to remember. Trenton, New Jersey, also a fairly easy one to remember. And the easiest one of all, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So far, so good. We continue our perfect record. Next does get a little bit harder still. These are basically in order of difficulty, I would say, for the most part. Muscat, Oman. Not quite sure how I remember that, but Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Kathmandu, that's Nepal. I just remember Kathmandu sounding like some kind of mystical place. Nepal's quite a sort of mystical place with sort of Himalayan mountain ranges and, you know, Buddhist monks and interesting. Malay, I don't know. I just know this is the Maldives. I'm not quite sure why. Singapore, easy. That's Singapore. Kabul, that is Afghanistan. Easy to accidentally say Iraq, because obviously two countries we've been at war with. But yeah, definitely Afghanistan. Jakarta, Indonesia. Abu Dhabi. That's now this detached looking place down here. Phnom Penh is Cambodia, fairly easy one to remember. Tokyo, Japan. Sana'a. I don't really know how to pronounce this, I apologize. Probably butchering that. Pretty sure that's Yemen. Moscow, Russia. Dili, Timor-Leste. Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan. Yerevan is Armenia. Yeah. Naypyidaw is Myanmar. Damascus, Syria. Dushanbe. Now it gets hard because this is one of the Stan countries. Pretty sure Kyrgyzstan is Uzbekistan is Tashkent, Kyrgyzstan is Bishkek, Turkmenistan is Ashgabat, so this must be Tajikistan. Pretty sure. Good call. Tashkent, that's Uzbekistan, as we just said. Hanoi, that's Vietnam. Tehran. Sri Jayawardenepura. Took me a while to learn how to pronounce that, but not a while to learn how to remember where it was. Sri Lanka, Seoul, Ankara, Turkey, Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, now a little bit more difficult, but I'm pretty sure it's there. Kuwait City, Kuwait, fairly straightforward. Tbilisi is Georgia. Pretty sure that's Azerbaijan, so this must be Georgia. Beirut, that is Lebanon. That one, Bangkok, Thailand. A lot of people have been there. Jerusalem, Israel. Accidentally click Palestine. Doha. So Doha is Qatar. We had this issue last time. It's one of these. Pretty sure it's this one. Fingers crossed. Nice. Pyongyang, North Korea. Bishkek, that's Kyrgyzstan. Bandar Seri Begawan. That's obviously quite a distinctive name. Remember, that's Brunei. Dhaka, Bangladesh. Beijing, China. Baghdad, Iraq. Thimphu, Bhutan. Taipei, Taiwan. Islamabad, Pakistan. Vientiane, that is Laos. Baku, Azerbaijan. Recently held a World Championship Athletics there. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I didn't know that. I was just taking a breather. Ramallah, pretty sure that's Ramallah. Palestine, it's got Allah in the name. I don't know if that's because it's Islamic. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what Ramallah means. Manila, Philippines. Manama, pretty sure that's Bahrain. Took me a while to learn this one as well. Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Sounds just very Mongolian. New Delhi, India. Excellent. Yeah, it's a minefield trying to describe these words without being offensive. I'm doing my best. Okay, next, the Americas. Still not made a mistake. It's unbelievable. I actually think it's possible now. There's maybe like a 20% chance I might be able to get through this without making a mistake, but this is very hard. Caracas. Pretty sure that's Venezuela, which is here. Panama City, Panama. Easy one. St. John's, that is Antigua and Barbuda, which is there. Paramaribo. Suriname, there. San Salvador, that's El Salvador, here. San Jose, Costa Rica. Santo Domingo, every click's got so much weight to it now. Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, yep. Belmopan, now that's Belize, starts with the same 3 letters, so easy to remember. La Paz, Bolivia. Tegucigalpa, that's Honduras. Again, another. I find the ones that have strange sounding names to be easier to remember, just because they're more distinctive. USA, Quito, Ecuador, Managua, Nicaragua, which is that. Nassau, which is Bahamas. Guatemala City, that's Guatemala. Georgetown. Now it's really easy to get mixed up between Georgetown, which I'm pretty sure is the capital of Guyana, and St. George's, which is the capital of Grenada. yeah, precisely. But we've got it right on that occasion. Port-au-Prince is Haiti. Yep. Bogota, that is Colombia. Mexico City, Asuncion, it's Paraguay. Actually quite a difficult one to remember. Canada, Brasilia, Bridgetown, that's Barbados. You seem to be left with a lot of islands, which is a minefield. Port of Spain. Rosso is pretty sure the Dominica. Gosh, yeah. Buenos Aires, Basseterre, yeah, Castries, that's St. Lucia. Santiago, Chile. St. George's, yeah. Grenada, Lima, Peru, Kingstown, Kingston, and Kingstown. As if it's left me with those 2. It's a good job that I'm on the ball. Oh dear. Right, excellent. Another one. And we have 2 more to go. And now, yeah, crank it up to 11. African capitals. Very, very easy to go wrong here. Moroni is Comoros. Monrovia is, no. Don't misclick at a time like this. Monrovia is Liberia. Yeah, Brazzaville is Republic of Congo. Maputo is Mozambique. Juba, South Sudan. N'Djamena, Chad. Lusaka, pretty sure that's Zambia. Oh God. Malabo, You see, it gets hard now. Equatorial Guinea, I think. Yes, Yamoussoukro, Ivory Coast. Yeah, Conakry is Guinea. It's very difficult because the words are so, they don't really conjure any images of words in. I mean, Conakry sounds a bit Irish, but they don't really conjure any English words to use to associate between these. Abuja is Nigeria. It's fairly common one. Maseru. Pretty sure that's Lesotho. Yeah. Cairo, Egypt. Banjul is, so the way I remember this is jewel. It's like a jewel in the middle of something. A jewel in the middle of something. And Gambia is like a jewel in the middle of Senegal. I mean, I have no idea if it's an actual jewel. I don't know what it's like. Hopefully it is. It's very nice there. Asmara, that's Eritrea. Kampala. Oh, now it gets hard. Kampala. Pretty sure that's Uganda, but I need to be very sure. Oh, thank God for that. Ouagadougou. I think that's how that's pronounced. Burkina Faso. Khartoum, that's Sudan. Port Louis, or Port Louis, who knows? That's Mauritius, which is, yep, Harare, that's Zimbabwe. Victoria, Seychelles. Tunisia. Rabat, Morocco. They're always a nice relief when you get ones that you're very familiar with. Mbain, yeah, Eswatini, Tripoli, that's Libya up here. Accra, Ghana. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Anyone who's played Civilization will know that. Yaounde, Cameroon. Windhoek, Namibia. Bissau, Guinea-Bissau. It's fairly easy to remember that one. Same with Sao Tome and Principe's capital, as you'll see soon. Kigali. Now this is again pretty sure Burundi, which is at the bottom, the capital is Gitega. Kigali is Rwanda. Oh, I'm almost impressed with myself. Kinshasa. So the way I remember this is Democratic Republic of Congo. Kin is like family, and family is like a democracy. I don't know, maybe that doesn't really fit as an analogy, but it helps me remember for some weird reason. Gaborone, that's Botswana. Oh yes, Porto Novo, that's Benin. I kept putting Cape Verde for this, clicking Cape Verde for this accidentally. But yeah, it's Benin. I learned the hard way. Praia is actually Cape Verde. Niamey, that's Niger. I just remember that because it starts with the same letter. Antananarivo, it's pretty distinctive. Madagascar. Bangui. So I remember this one's stupid, but I remember it because it's bang in the middle. Central African Republic. Pretoria, South Africa. Nouakchott, that's Mauritania. Yeah. Nairobi, Kenya. It's very easy to accidentally click the wrong one at this stage. Lomé, that's Togo. Dakar, that's Senegal. Dodoma, Tanzania. Yeah. Bamako, Mali. Freetown, Sierra Leone. Luanda, Angola. Gitega, Burundi. Libreville, Gabon. Lilongwe, Malawi. Algiers, Algeria. Mogadishu, Somalia. Sao Tome and Principe. Wonderful country. Right. Oh, so it's all come down to this. I can't believe I've got this far. I really can't. It's quite unbelievable. 14 correct answers from a perfect score. You might ask me, well, we'll talk about this at the end, but you might ask me how long this took. I suppose it's something that I've built over a series of years. It's not really, something that I learned very recently. So I learned all the capitals a good few years ago now, and then I learned Europe, erased the country. I learned the African capitals and erased the country. The newest bit is the US states. Should probably get on with this. I've got a timer. So Palikir, pretty sure that's Micronesia. Please don't be wrong now. Nuku'alofa, that is Tonga. A mistake now, it's just crushing. Funafuti, that's Tuvalu. It's an easy one. It's fun. Port Vila, that's Villa, Vanuatu. Tarawa, that's Kiribati. Apia, that's Samoa. Yaren district, that's Nauru. I mean, this is very, I don't know what this de facto bit is. I'll have to look into that. Nauru. Majuro, Marshall Islands, begins with the same two letters. Honiara, Pretty sure that's Solomon Islands. Why are they giving me all the hard ones first? Thank God. Canberra, Australia, Wellington, New Zealand, Jerome Wood. That is another quite distinctive one. Palau, Port Moresby, Suva. We've done it. That is unbelievable. That is actually unbelievable. So yeah, I guess if you enjoyed this, I have no idea why you would enjoy watching me do this, but if you do enjoy this, maybe I can do another one. Maybe we can do more quizzes. Maybe we can look at trying to memorize all the English monarchs or something. I'm happy to do this because it, helps me get better at pub quizzes. But if you enjoy listening to me witter on whilst I do it, then, you know, better for everyone. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you again very soon.